All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Ascension Outdoors. I'm Lyle Johnson.
I'm Goosey Guys.
From South Louisiana, I guess I should explain. Looks like the kind of home for my kind of man. We were fishing in bayou streams and dreaming from dream to dream, flipping on what Mama Nature stored. Yeah, you won't believe the things I saw on old Lake Marapon. Mama Nature, you're gonna drive us all insane. For the rustle of their wings in that cold December wind brings me back to the banks of Marapon.
Ascension Outdoors is brought to you by Layne's Jewelry and Design on New River, offering custom jewelry design along with in-house cleaning and repair. Snow Seafood and Steakhouse on Airline Highway, serving great food since 1971. Roland J. Robert Distributor, serving customers with petroleum and petroleum products since 1924, along with super stops located throughout the region. Bayron Smoked Sausage uses the original Louisiana recipe from 1938 to produce the best smoked sausage, andouille, green onion, and smoked boudin around Ascension Parish.
See this man? He has no character. See this sausage? That's Bayron Smoked Sausage. It has character. Made with 100% shoulder cut pork, filled with flavor, not fillers. Bayron Smoked Sausage. Sausage with character.
This portion of Ascension Outdoors is brought to y'all by Layne's Diamond Jewelry and Design on New River in Gonzales,
That's
Louisiana.
Right.
Look for the best deals and for sure some of the best hospitality you're going to find. Check them out there on that Layne's Jewelry.
And there's people there that know what they're talking about
great.
jewelry too.
Yeah.
And so look, another one of our great sponsors is Snow Seafood and Steakhouse. What you're looking at right here is representative of a family 4-pack to go.
Sure.
You know, it's $39.99 here. You can get, this one here has shrimp, catfish, hush puppies, french fries. You can get it with just fish. You can get it with just shrimp. You know, it's about 3 different combinations. And so, and look, if y'all could just smell what I'm smelling right now, you'd understand. I'm fighting to keep from eating something.
Yeah, that's some jewelry of its own kind right there.
That's right.
I guarantee you I've had that before. And that's one of my favorite to get over here, no doubt.
So you look, by the time you see this, we'll have gone through another storm.
Wow.
Here, probably about the 5th hurricane that's hit Louisiana or close to it. And in our area, we've been fortunate to escape a lot of it, including fish kills. Our neighbors to the west has got hammered twice. I went through there going to Houston the other day, and I saw different damage in Lake Charles than I saw the first time. So they got hammered twice, and we've been through, and no fish kills here. There's been fish kills over in the west because it was pretty bad. And anyway, we got to go through another one, and I'm banking we survived.
Yeah, well, hopefully we do, you know, and look, not only that, you know, I noticed this year while we were squirrel hunting, I seen a lot of fawns, little spotted fawns. As far as the deer had a good breeding season, you know. I'm glad it's good that we didn't have no major hurricanes. Sometimes that really affects those young deer at that time of the year right there. So that's a good thing that we also lucked up on right there. Speaking of those hurricanes, things of that nature, it may be a good year. A waterfowl hunter, our coastal areas are basically stripped of waterfowl food. We'll see how that works out. It may be a good time, you know, Spoonbill Adventures, a rice field hunt somewhere. Maybe, well, they can control. Right. They can control their environment in a rice field impoundment so much better. And those ducks gonna get to the coast. A lot of them's gonna start backing up and go further south. Right. It may be a good time to check something like that out this year. In particular, is going to be that may be the hot spot. We'll see how the waterfowl season plays out. Listen to Don DeBue, and he's talked to some guys like Ron Lambert and them the other day down at Venice and all, and it's not a it don't. The
area is not tore up, but the food's gone.
The food supplies, no doubt. So that's what we're facing right now on that end.
Yeah. And so look, while we talk about the outdoors. You know, I do get notifications from the wildlife fisheries, and for a long time, our trend of boating accidents and boating fatalities went from very high 10 or 12 years ago and been going kind of downhill, you know, and I'm sure a lot of patrolling goes on and that kind of stuff, and people paying a little more attention to what they're doing. But in this last month right here, I've got notifications about 2 boating fatalities. The last one was in Plaquemines Parish, and a 32-year-old young man lost his life, and he was in a boat with his uncle. They were both ejected from the boat. There was a nearby angler, a boat, and they came and they got the uncle out the water, but they never saw his nephew. And so you got a family that's going through the loss of a loved one, and then the uncle has got a tough time to go through because he was with him and he survived and the young man didn't.
Yeah, a boat, you know, they on the outdoors enjoying the water, they ain't supposed to end like that.
You don't never think about that when you take off to go do that, bro. But
you know, Lyle, in most cases, I don't know in this particular case, you know, life vests.
Well, he didn't have a life jacket on. That happens about 90% of the time.
That is the outcome of that most of the time, you know. You know, you and I, even at our age right now, we fall in that water right now.
Right.
It's going to be a struggle to maintain, to get back in a boat or get to the bank, depending how big a body of water it is or the shock that it hits. It's not a good situation to be in. It's something y'all need to take a look at. When you turn the key on that boat, you need to have the passengers in your boat with a life jacket on. You need to have one on yourself.
That's right. So look, we're getting ready to head to the woods right now.
Let's do it.
And do a little old morning squirrel hunt.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, man. We'll be back.
Distribute the super stops. Get all your needs for your day on the water. What you got newspaper to read when they get home. Outboard fuel, ice, everything that you need to take a good, safe day, nice day out on the water.
And it's opening morning squirrel hunting, and this is one of my favorite yearly rituals. I've been squirrel hunting all my life, and it never gets old, man. Night before last night it was still bright. We already saw at least one squirrel in the black dark, and sometimes I wonder if they feed at night some. So hopefully that don't become our nemesis today, that big bright moon and Venus right on the side of it. And I've already seen a couple of squirrels. It's probably legal shooting time, but it's still a little bit dark, so we'll probably get the squirrels a few more minutes before we make a shot. I tell you, man, this is a lot of fun. My heart's been pumping already because we saw a couple of squirrels, and it won't be long. Hopefully we'll get our first shot. You know, I spent a little bit more time scouting this year than I did in the past, and I've seen a lot of squirrels. Hopefully we'll get some good opportunities today. You know, it's never a guarantee, but I'm pretty sure we'll get a few shots today and hopefully be successful, man. So we're gonna be ready in just about 5 minutes. You ready? Well, that took one more shot than I wanted to, but we got our first one on the opening day. Big old oak tree here full of acorns. A pretty good squirrel restaurant right here, so we're gonna let that one sit a little bit and see if we can get us another one before we move too much. Yeah, you're right. this is number 1 right here. Big old male fox squirrel. Very mature, pretty old. Probably go in a gumbo there because he'll need a little cooking down. But I tell you what, it's going to be good right there. That's some pretty squirrels and fox squirrels. Man, you know, it was very windless yesterday, and it started off that way this morning, but there's a little bit of breeze kicking up, and that always makes things a little more challenging because every time you see a little move, your heart pounds and you think it's a squirrel, but which I thought I just saw one, but it turned out to be the wind. So that'll provide a little bit of challenge. If it doesn't get any worse than it is, we'll be okay though. There's number 2, man. Yeah, we're gonna go get him. Look like a fox squirrel. All right, dude. All right, that's number 2 right there. Beautiful fox squirrel. Finding the right ones to kill. We might get a female, but the more females you leave, the better off you are for the population. But this is a beautiful male fox squirrel. That will be good in a graveyard gumbo, I promise you that. All right.
More and more.
Really? So, look like we can have something to mix with some Veyron undoing. That's for sure. Check them out, Veyron sausage, y'all. And look, Veyron makes Martin sausage too. The old Martin sausage. They still make that. I don't know how many people really know that, but they do. And that was a very popular sausage in our area for a long time.
All right, there's one right over here, right in the top of this oak tree right here. The wind is blowing a little bit, but I think we still gonna get a chance to get a shot at him, I hope. All right, hang loose. We're getting ready to pop another one. All right, this is a cat squirrel right here, gray squirrel. This one here seen me or heard me, and you usually don't get them. He just offered me a split-second stop and a shot, and we got him. So that's number 3, man. Not too bad this morning. Scouting paid out. Found a little spot early morning where they feed, and they got several oak trees here that are good, and this is the breakfast spot for some of them. So that's 3. We got 5 more for our limit, so see if we can't see another one before we go to another spot. All right, baby, yeah, you're ready. All right, you know, another thing about still hunting, it's a lot of fun. You know, the first part of the season, the squirrels are up in the trees. That's where they'd rather feed at, because that's where the feed is. As the season goes on, or time goes on, the acorns fall, and once they're all out the trees, then the squirrels get on the ground and feed. But this time of the year, the trees are in full bloom. You know, all the leaves are there. They're not started falling yet, and you got to kind of watch how you shoot. You know, you got to. That last squirrel I shot at, the reason he saw me is because there was some little bitty limbs and branches between me and where he was, and I had to make a couple of steps to get out from underneath them so I wouldn't make a bad shot, and certainly make a bad shot. You know, you want to try to make a clean kill on your game as much as you can, but that can be a little bit challenging this time of the year, because sometimes you have to move 2, 3, 4 times to get where you get out of everything that's in your way. It's a beautiful time of the year. The trees are still green here, and it's just gorgeous in these woods. So, but that is one you got to watch out for. And there was a shot probably from another squirrel hunter. So we ain't the only ones after them today, that's for sure. All right, we got 3 out of this area right here. It's about 3 trees that's got good acorns in it that they feed on, but this is probably all we're gonna get in this area. We probably could get some more if we just hung around, but I think we got a couple other spots where we probably gonna have some fortune, or at least see some a little bit further back in the woods. So we'll take our time, creep up on our next spot, might get one between here and there. All right, this is another nemesis of the woods in the early fall right there, a big old banana spider, and he caught him a big old dragonfly, or mosquito hawk like we call him, but he's having his breakfast too. It's a good thing about having a good cameraman. He spotted that squirrel right there, but that's a cat squirrel. Came right where we were at, fell about 20 feet away. Yeah, you can't ask for no better than that, but I'm gonna tell you something. The wind blowing the way it is, you can't walk as fast through the woods because everything looks like a squirrel. So usually when it's calm, you catch something out the corner of your eye, and in about a minute you can figure out if it's a squirrel or not. Now you just gotta take a lot of time. We sat here for about 5 minutes and I done saw about 10 things that looked like a squirrel. Didn't even see that one till my videographer pointed it out. So let's go get him. All right, little male cat squirrel. Probably not old, but not young. Probably last year's squirrel right there. Still be good in the gravy, that's for sure. I do have a 5-star chef for a wife, so however we end up cooking it, it's gonna be good. And you know, I eat a lot of game, and heck, even with regular food, I don't think there's any meat I enjoy more than eating a good squirrel. This is part of the reason why I do it. I do like to hunt for and the enjoyment of it, but I am a consumptive conservationist. I love consuming wild game. It's really very good for you too. All right, we're halfway there. We're gonna go get us another one. All right, I don't know if he gave us the slip or not, but this vantage point is not good, so we're gonna try to make another little sneak around where I can get to this big old tree where he might be at. Hopefully we'll get a shot. All right, well, that's the first one that gave us the slip today. So far, might not be the last. You know, when we started off this morning, it was dark and we were in a set spot and didn't have to move a whole lot, and it was pretty easy to make a few steps one way or the other, and killed our first 3 squirrels, and then the 4th one kind of just delivered itself to us, and he was traveling to a tree. Well, things done kind of went haywire now. I just had 2 of them right there, 2 cat squirrels, and I don't know how I missed that shot, but I did. It just blows my mind how good things is going and how things they can turn sour. It seems like they've taken a turn for the worse here. But we ain't giving up just yet. Hot dog. Well, finally, hallelujah. I don't know if that was one of the same two we just saw or if that was a fresh one, but we got that one. All right, man, that wasn't too bad. We've had way too many opportunities to not have at least one more, but that's okay. That's squirrel hunting. It's still fun. I got a big old coon in that tree too. But that's another one. Too close. Here's number 5 and number 6. 2 cat squirrels. Full grown. Don't look like they're too old. I thought we kind of done messed things up when we went to missing, but the last couple of shots there we did okay, so that's 6 out of 8. We'll get a chance maybe for another one, but even if we don't, we done had a very successful hunt today. All right, so look, just this kind of what helps scouting out, you know. It's a big oak tree right here, and but here's acorns knocked on the ground. You can see a piece of acorn where a squirrel been eating up there. Scouting does pay off. You can find out where they're feeding at and make it a little bit easier on you. All right, folks, this portion of our rabbit hunt is brought to you by Duck Roost Seafood and Boudin on Highway 22 in Sorrento. They got the best Boudin balls in the world. They got the best Boudin. Stocked up seafood. All right, man, look, we ended up the opening morning here. We got 7, we got 5 cat squirrels and 2 fox squirrels, which is about a average mix here. We had a shot at another fox squirrel and had another shot at another cat squirrel, which we should have got. So we should have got our limit today, but we're gonna call it, you know, 7's enough. Sometimes it takes you 2 or 3 hours to get that last one, but not this time. So we had a near perfect day. The weather was perfect. It was like 54 degrees this morning, good enough for a long sleeve shirt, and no mosquito problems. Saw a lot of squirrels today. Had one of them escape us, a couple of misses, so we didn't do too bad today. And so, you know, this is how I grew up hunting as a kid. I'll never forget it. My daddy and his uncles took us hunting, and go out your way to take a kid fishing, hunting. It doesn't matter necessarily if they're your kids, certainly, and you love the outdoors. I know you're probably gonna do that, but there's probably some kids somewhere around that you know that would love to take out and somehow or other, fishing, hunting, or maybe just going in the outdoors, a boat ride or whatever. And so it's worth it to pass it on. So we had a good day today. God bless you. Thanks for watching Ascension Outdoors, and we'll see you on our next episode. All right, folks, welcome back here. Once again, we at Snow's Seafood and Steakhouse for our photo segment. And, you know, I killed 7 squirrels. I should have killed, I had several opportunities. I should have had 8. It kind of went off the tracks for about 45 minutes, bro. And, but anyway, it was a perfect day. Good, cool morning. Beautiful, a lot of squirrels.
That
was
a beautiful opening day.
Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous, bro. We don't get them like that all the time.
No, that don't happen all the time. About once every 5 years.
Yeah, and it was nice, bro. I promise you, it was a lot of fun doing it. And it worked out just like, you know how you go scouting for bass? Well, I did that for the squirrels. And everything worked out just like it was supposed to. Exactly perfect, except for the time that went haywire when I made a wrong move and then I missed a couple of shots. So
that's all it takes.
That's it. But it was okay. 7 of them's all I want to clean anyway.
Yeah, clean it up.
All right, our first picture right here is Carson Silvio killed his first buck, 7-point, 150-pound deer on opening weekend while hunting in Woodfield, Mississippi with his crossbow, making a 30-yard shot, bro.
We started season off right.
Oh, dude, 9-year-old killing him with a crossbow. That's pretty cool.
Oh, no doubt. Here's Chet Babin. He killed his 8-point velvet buck in Ascension Parish back in October 3rd, the same day as the other young man.
That's right.
With his, he killed a 15-yard shot. He bagged a doe, a handful of squirrels, and he had his daughter Sinclair along with him. I tell you what, a doe.
That's a freezer full.
A buck and a handful of squirrels. You can't beat that.
That's right.
No, that's about as good as it gets.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
All right, this next picture right here is Cody Edmunds. He killed his 8-point buck, weighed 202 pounds, 17 3/8 inside spread, hunting 3E Hunting Club in Natchez, Mississippi on October 2nd. Cody's in the center, Murphy's on the right, and Layne Jr., I'm assuming, is on the left, because I know Layne Sr. He's a little bit older than that.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Anyway, that's a gorgeous buck there.
Beautiful deer, Cody, and I wish your papa, Chick Edmondson, was here to see that. I really do. I miss him. Here's Jake Manuel. He's pitching with his first deer ever. Killed with a crossbow, hunting in Stampley, Mississippi. That was the first day of the season, too, October 3rd right there. Jake's 8-year-old. He attends school at Carver Primary. Beautiful deer, son. Congratulations. That's going to be a good eating one right there.
Yeah, you're right, bro. You know, and we get a bunch of pictures, you know, from young kids that's hunting, you know, and I can't imagine being their age killing a deer back in our day. They ain't had no deer for us to shoot back then.
No, there wasn't much back then.
Nah, and so it's got to be awesome, you know.
Well, you think, you know, Lyle, you think about, you know, sometimes you want to go back to the old days, and when it comes to hunting mallards in the Blind River Swamp or something, yeah. But I tell you what, when you look at it nowadays, it's hard to beat what we got right now.
Oh, I know.
Don't ever think it's going to be here forever. If you don't take care of it, it will not be here forever. Things change, politics change. There's a lot of stuff change. You better protect what you got, because it's not guaranteed to be here forever.
Right. All right, this next picture right here, Jeremy Kling, Dottie Bro, Ted Prudhomme, and Cade Kling killed this mess of 24 squirrels hunting in Lake Ridge on October 4th. Man, that'd be a big gumbo right there.
That'd be big. I watched them clean some of that gang of squirrels right there. They was getting after that pretty good. Good mess of squirrels there. Them guys there get after them pretty good. You know, they hit them a time or two there, and then they kind of leave them alone. You know, and good hunters though.
6 squirrels apiece. That's pretty good.
They have a great time. Yeah. Great group of guys. Here's 12-year-old Reed Murphy. First bow kill at 20-yard shot. Opening weekend. 7-point buck in Livingston Parish. Congratulations, young man. There's a lot of people killed them deer right off the bat this year, no doubt. That's fantastic.
Yeah, they're making some kills. All right, this is a co-TV star right here, Rodney Dupree. Killed his hog on the opening weekend of deer season with his bow. You can see it looks like the hog was on board with JBE's mask requirements, so they couldn't social distance. So the sausage ought to be good with no COVID words, you know, Rodney. Appreciate that photo, bro. I don't know which one looks best, the hog or Rodney. Both of them masked up.
Well, Rodney, he's a pretty good cook. I'm sure he'll get the COVID out of that hog. I guarantee you that. This is what a mom goes through. This Brandy Brignac opened a fridge. Her son, Trenton, wanted to play a little trick on him, so it was a perfect display of what most moms have to go through in life, you know. I can see me doing stuff like that to my mom when I was young, you know. Takes one of the squirrels halfway out the bag, sticks his head out like he's looking at her or something when she opens it up. So, you know.
That would have freaked me out.
Well, when I looked at it like that,
And so,
I don't want him getting on me alive.
You know, sometimes boys don't ever grow up.
Right.
Because you can look in my refrigerator right now, and there's a box of night crawlers in there.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't exposed, but they're in there. And so
I had a pink bag with some squirrels like that in mine a couple of weeks ago. When I got home, I threw them in the icebox right there.
That's right, and let them rest a while.
I didn't try to take one of them head out so my wife think it'd be alive. But,
all right, man. Great job, Triton. Great job, Brandy, for taking care of that kid. And anyway, folks, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Send us your pictures. Ascension Outdoors at etel.net or tag us on Facebook.
See you on the next Ascension Outdoors.